name is Star Rios, and I'm the daughter and also the firstborn of the legendary Big Pun. I love where I'm from. I'm proud to be from the Bronx, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Yes, this picture right here, I was 17, Pun was 18. It was actually in my mom's crib, and it was the baby shower that my dad had threw for me. And the only baby shower I actually had for any of my kids. Now, Star's childbirth, it was like my contraction was like one long 4-hour contraction. So it felt like a supernova star exploding in my stomach. Pun is already dressed up with the whole scrubs and everything, he's all excited. And I was petrified because for me, giving birth was like one of my biggest fears. It was like 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 push. And she came out. And then when she came out, I didn't know whether she was going to be a girl or boy because we never found out what it was. So it was a surprise that she was a girl. But when she came out, the doctors and the nurses, they were like in admiration. And they were just standing there looking at her. And they were like, oh my God, like look how beautiful she is. And she came out like picture ready.
She was the first one, so she was alone in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? So she grew up always next to her mom, next to her dad, you know, the extra love was there. She used to run around the house while me and her dad used to play with the little pool table in the living room, and active like her dad. And it's always beautiful, always pretty, very, very beautiful features. She looked like her dad now, you know, features and all of that. She's like his twin, for real, out of all of them, out of Chris and out of Shesha. But she's the twin. She's the one that embodies his charisma, you know, his funniness, his comedian side.
She wears a lot of his clothing sometimes. At some point, there was a point where, because she didn't really like have a lot of certain things.
Yeah, at first, well, now I couldn't afford to.
Yeah, at first.
At one point, I would just use his clothes because
she didn't really have any other shit to wear, so she would like wear his stuff, which she made it faster and worked for her. But at first, when she started digging in his closet and getting stuff, I'm like, what the fuck you doing? To this day, I lost a lot of clothes. I've been, you know, I've been robbed a few times back in the day, and, you know, motherfuckers took a lot of my Pun shit, a lot of good stuff, but I have a whole closet full of his clothes still. And even though it's been like, it's gonna be 17 years, everywhere I go, I lug all this stuff around, so I still have his stuff. And I'm kind of like, it's like a possession, like it's my possessions. Like it's so when they be in the closet looking for shit, she be looking for stuff. I be tired. I be like, don't,
I understand that,
you know. And I understand that it's her dad and this is her dad.
Yeah, like, what about
mine? But for me, it's like I don't give a fuck that it's your dad. This is my husband. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I know that's a dad and everything, but at the same time, like, this is my shit more than anything else.
I always had like a different eccentric style. Like when I was younger, like in elementary school and throughout junior high school, every single day I wore a star sticker on my face. Like every single day I had a star sticker on my face, and they will vary as far as colors. It'd be like a red or a blue or a green sticker or a silver sticker or gold. And I used to have like crazy weird book bags, like a Mickey Mouse book bag or a Dora Explorer book bag. And then I would always just have like different weird hairstyles. I used to just always have like my afro out, and a lot of people liked it, but some people didn't like it and used to make fun of me because I had an afro, which is mad stupid. I used to always wear like popping shades. I used to always wear some nice specs. People used to be like, yo, where you got your glasses from? Sometimes I used to not tell people just cause like, it's like, damn, like niggas gonna go to where I go. Like that's, but you know, like I said, that backfired when people don't want to tell other people where they got their glasses from me. I'm like, what the fuck? The glasses shit, I'm like, yo, like literally at one day I was like, I'm gonna start selling glasses.
So which was your favorite out of all of them that you have there?
My favorite one is this one. It opens up though.
Which was your second favorite?
These ones.
The Starview shit, it was like meant to be because I felt it and I wanted to do it. I was never motivated like this much to do something.
She was always the older sister, you know what I'm saying? She taught me and my older sister how to tie her shoes. She used to, when my parents left the house, they used to leave her in charge like when we was little kids, and she used to make us push her around on the rolling chair throughout the house and God, you know what I'm saying? Like she was always a center of attention, always a star, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she always had that star quality to her. Like we like to say, like my father, I got a lot of his talent and she got a lot of his like charisma, to start, you know, that star quality. So it was growing up, she's always had that, rebel in school, everything, like, and she always wanted to do life her way. You know what I'm saying? She was never the type to, she realized young that the people who run this world are just people. The people who tell you what to do and make the laws, the people who enforce it, they're just people. She always asks, like, what's the difference between me and you? And she never put anyone above her. And I always found greatness in that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people let the world and society kind of put you in a box, but she never wanted to be put in a box.
I woke up one day and I just started doing mad research, like how to get a website. So I discovered Wix. You could just make your own website, so I did that. It was like a light bulb in my head when I thought of making money off of something I love, as far as glasses, because I tried the photography thing and like it was just something missing behind it, which was the passion. Like I wanted to do it, but it wasn't 100% like style and the glasses. Like that's really my passion. I'm not gonna front. I had a few years of depression and lacking and not knowing what to do with my life, and having the kid you would think will motivate you to do everything, but honestly, I still needed the want to do something.
Star always has glasses on. You never see her without glasses. Even before she started Starview, she's always worn glasses. Like when I would see Star, if she didn't have glasses on, she didn't look right. Like I always associate glasses with Star. So Starview was like the best thing that she ever like thought of. And
it's really because this is a representation of me, of my style. That's why it's so easy, because it's organic. You know, I'm not trying to be something or do something that's out of my lane or out of my ordinary or doesn't feel right.
We go back, I think, summer of 2007. Around there, I just moved to where I live now, and she had lived across the street. So we had gone to the same high school, but we never interacted in high school. So it was funny that that's how we bumped into each other, was by like just living next door. I was just stressed because I didn't really have a lot of clothes at the time. I was just like wearing the same outfit to work. And then one day she just said, yo, like if you got paid, like let me get your phone. And she just put a bunch of like clothes that was fire. And she just picked out a whole wardrobe that I said okay to, and we ordered it. And when they got home, I just felt like the only joy.
Yeah, my pops, it's funny because he actually bought this shit for my grandma. And my grandma gave it to me a few years back. She's like, yo, your father bought this, but she's like, I never wear it. And I know you're into jewelry. And she gave it to me. I never take this shit off. And same thing with my son's chain. That used to be my chain. His little Cuban. It used to be my chain. And when he was born, my uncle gave it to me. Because my uncle, he actually had two of them hooked together. And my father gave it to him. And these shits mean a lot to me because it's really like the only possession I have of my dad. You know, like, besides his clothes. I do wear a lot of his clothes. For an example, this is one of his shirts and I wore it so many times. It's really big on me. But you know, I would just wear it like buttoned up with some sweats and like some real New York with the 8-inch constructs, and that's my outfit.
She's like so ahead of her time, so it's like that personality that just gravitates towards her. So that's what makes her her. Being next to that, like, it's like I'm in the loop, so I feel like, oh, okay, I'm not missing much. I'm more knowledgeable of stuff because of her personality, her loud personality.
This is like my favorite shirt that I wear in my pops, cause this shit is like it's the map. Like, look how wavy this is. This is Cuban. Look at Cuban. At least he graduated, cause I didn't.
In the beginning, when he used to go on tour, he didn't want to go on tour. He didn't want to go on tour because he would miss his family so much. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't imagine just being out one day, you know, without his family, sleeping with his family. So that was a big problem in the beginning. You know, like as far as like him paying his dues in the road and doing really what artists do, which is go on tour. So that was one red flag that he didn't want to really do because of his family. He couldn't do it. He couldn't leave his family alone. So that's why later on, when he was doing his own tour, he would take his family with him. You know what I'm saying? Like Manda, Shisha, Chris, you know, and Liza, they came in every tour because of that.
We were people before anything, and we still are. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't grow up like. Granted, when my father was alive, like he passed when I was 6, and prior to that, we probably didn't have, you know, we was never in need of anything. You know what I'm saying? But as a 6-year-old, like toys and stuff, that's cool. But like I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't. It's not like I was enjoying the luxury of life at 6, like riches and whatnot. So most of my life, not to say that when you're poor, you're down to earth, but most of my life we grew up in poverty. You know what I'm saying? I got to experience, you know, all the struggles and being grateful for having, you know, nothing, and realizing that the real richness comes from family and other things like that. So, and the greatest thing in the world is people. At the end of the day, like when I had nothing, barely clothes on my back, I still had the people around me.
It's funny because I personally wasn't really listening to my dad until like recently, like to the point that like I want to listen to him. Because I was listening to him growing up. Like after he passed away, my mom would play his albums all the time, like especially Capital Punishment, the first album, play it all the time or whatever. But then there was a time when I wasn't really listening to his music or whatever. And now recently, I want to, like, for some reason, recently I've been listening to my dad's music more because it's like I want to get more in tune with him. I want to try to have some type of, I want to get to know him more than I could back then. I have no other way. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. See, I love pictures because of shit like this. And that's why I kind of get mad with technology, because now everything's digital. Everything's like on the computer, you know. There's no hard copies of nothing no more. It kind of sucks. But shit like this, it makes me feel like, it's like, look at this. If it wasn't for this picture, I would never get to see how my dad looked when he was a teenager. Like that's awesome. And looking at this, it's inspirational. Like I could look at this shit like, yo, I wanna wear this shit. I wanna replicate this shit. Like I ain't gonna front. I wish I had a jacket like that. This was like my father's everyday. This was his favorite pants, like to wear every day because they're so comfy. He used to wear this outfit all the time. This shit, it was so comfortable. And this is the top. My mom blacked on me when I wore this one, so I didn't wear it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's funny because me and my mom, we used to have like kind of like disagreements about me wearing my dad's clothes. Cause you know, I understand it's, you know, it's your husband, he passed away, you want to keep his clothes in here, but at the same time I'm like, his clothes are just sitting in the closet like for no reason. Why not? Like I'm his daughter. It's not like I'm just some random stranger. Why me, his daughter, cannot, you know, make fashion statements in his old clothes? I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have a problem with that shit. You'd be surprised like how much your outfit could draw people into you. Like, oh, she's fun, she's funky, she's swaggy. I want to know who she is. She looks interesting, and I get that a lot. And it's funny because, and you know what? It's deeper than style, because even when I go outside with some sweatpants and a regular shirt, I think I still put out like this type of energy that makes people drawn to me. Today is my 26th birthday. So I wanted to do something special, so I was like, I'm gonna do a pop-up shop. I'm gonna have all my inventory out and have all my fans, my friends, supporters pull up and, you know, see all the inventory, purchase something, or, you know, just see me, take a picture, and just smack out. I always keep to myself. So I was like, let me do something that I could get more in tune with people and get more like intimate with my fans and shit like that. And also we're launching the Star Rios Kids, which is his little line. My style actually draws people towards me. It's just being me, not really caring, just being out the box. And that's where the glasses came from.
I'd rather 10 lies than 100 sheep. Why the fuck you in the kitchen, you can't hold the heat? I'm beat them same niggas running when it come to beef.
From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing. A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in. You guys got fat while everybody stopped on the street. It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Shorty wanna come through, but I never call her. She know I'm a baller. All this money that I run through, got no time for pussy. Call me back tomorrow. Trapping in the bando, I be money getting, I be money flipping. Trapping in the bando, I be money getting, I be money flipping. She don't want love, she a sly. I make sure my money ride. Man, I don't know why she tripping. I get it, bitch, I don't got time. She give me throat, I got issues. Once I hit it, I dismiss it. I don't wanna kick it. And I can't wait for that belly pussy nigga. Fuck your feelings, that shit bad for business. I get it in the hotel, got it for
My name is Knight TCS. I rep Torch up at Tuff City Styles. Former MC, I still battle rap. Artist, I do hand painting stuff. I mean, I'm just all around. I'm a man of many talents, but I'm also the manager of Tuff City, which we are now, and we're holding Star Rios' first pop-up shop. It's also her birthday. Happy birthday, Star. And we gave them the building so you can do whatever they want. I think it's honorable that we're getting the royal family in what we like to consider the White House of the Bronx and the centerpiece of hip-hop.
I be money getting, I be money flipping. Trapping in the bando, I be money getting, I be money flipping. She fucking with a nigga cause I'm up now. Bronx double bread, I hustle up
to Bronx. I mean, I say we like the most gulliest, swaggiest gangster borough ever. If you from the Bronx, you know about Tuff City. This is like the most poppin' tattoo shop in the Bronx. I'm just happy that my pop-up shop is at a lit ass Bronx location. This embodies the whole Bronx.
The Bronx grew a lot over the years, man. We got a lot of new buildings out here, a lot of malls. No abandoned buildings no more. Every building's up looking nice. So the Bronx made a real positive change since then. It's like a whole world, man. It's like a big world over here in the borough. You know what I mean?
When you think about New York, I feel like as far as like hip hop, especially, you think about the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? They go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So the Bronx is. I'm from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Spanish Harlem. I'm from Manhattan. So every time I'm in the Bronx, it's a different feel. It's that same energy that's been here forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole bunch of family in the Bronx. So when I used to come from Harlem over here, like, that same energy that used to come back in the day is still here. Like, it's like they don't change, you know what I'm saying? Bronx is very historical, man, as far as hip hop goes. Without the Bronx, you know what I mean? Discovered this rap shit.
This is Vanessa, my little sister, me, and my dad, and his sister Nicole.
I think it's very important to have an outlet to express yourself, especially when it's a creative way. Because a lot of time, you know, growing up in a type of environment, I grew up in the hood, in the Bronx and shit, like, it's easy to find other outlets to express yourself, to let out that rage, to let out your feelings. And when you have something creative, something artistic, something that's pure from within you, it's so much better to let it out and express yourself in a way that's positive and still you, still being creative. I mean, I've always been artsy, you know, I always say I'm an artsy bitch, you know? So I've always been drawing, painting, and I love homes, I love to design, you know? So with me getting into interior designer, getting into that field, it was like a perfect blend to blend in the art and the creative and the feeling into something, and that's what I really love to do, amongst other things, but that's really like what I'm passionate about. The music was always in the air, you know, it's always music playing, always people moving around, dancing, you know, and I think that really reflected on all of us, because as you know, Baby, my brother, he's become such a great artist in his own, like, you know, creative person, and my sister Star, like, with this pop-up shop and her shades, like, she's dope with her fashion, the way she sees things through, like if I could have a day, like, to see through her eyes, you know, have star view, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm an interior designer now, so I can relate to that, you know, and I think it's really dope, like, to just be creative and expressive in every way, shape, and form.
I mean, she grew as a human, as a mother, everything, and then one day she just decided, like, she was working a 9 to 5, she was like, I hate this shit, like, being under somebody else, like, working for somebody else, she's like, I'm gonna start my own business. And when I say, my nigga, like, I tell you, like, from one, like, week to the, like, she said that shit, I came back next week, and she had tons and tons of glasses, the website was being built, like, she the type of person, she says it, she does it, and she means it, so that's something I think everyone could aspire to be.
And then with every order, I always put a big punch sticker in there. I just stick that in there. And then I also put my business card with all my information, my website, and my contact email. And then I just close it up with more of this.
It was refreshing and inspiring to see her, you know, get on the grind. You know what I'm saying? I think it was inspiring for all of us, for my son, for my other daughter, and even inspiring for his son to see her, you know, now this businesswoman, you know what I'm saying, handling a business and, you know, and teaching him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that you can live out your dreams. You know, just be passionate, do what you love, and you could, you know, live life that way.
You know, my boy gotta be sleep. You ready to get your coffee?
I want the other side.
You like the other side?
Whoa, look at your teeth.
You like
Whoa. Teeth is shiny. Different teeth.
Yeah.
Beautiful family, you know, from the mother to the son, you know what I'm saying? That whole family is beautiful. And ever since I met them, there's always been love, and they're very humble, you know what I'm saying, and welcoming. And as far as, like, you know, their dad goes, I mean, you know, it's self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a Latino coming in New York, like, you know, he's the blueprint. He's what we look at. It's like when motherfuckers from, you know what I mean, coming up in the NBA, they look at Jordan post on the wall. That was us. That was him for us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I knew when I got my shot, I was going to showcase that. Keep on pushing the envelope forward that he started. You know what I'm saying? So, it's self-explanatory about Pun, man. You know what I mean? One of the greatest ever. A lot of history in the Bronx. Motherfucking Edgar Allan Poe got a fucking house in the Bronx.
You fucking sister. Y'all go? We go on the count of three, man. Y'all already know how to sing along, girl. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Georgie. Happy birthday to you.
People think that I actually designed and made the glasses, but I just got plugs and connections, and I just really just got my hands on like really dope ass glasses. So people think I make it, boy, and people be telling me like you should just take the credit and act like you make it. I'm like, no, I'm not one of those people that's gonna act like I make something. I really don't. I can't do that. Like, I'm not doing that. The Star View pouch that I get made, you know, I feel like that's like my stamp on the glasses. You know, like, you know, I approve them, I put them in the pouch, and there you go. You know, they're star approved, and this is Star View.
Throw them guns up in the sky. I'm cool niggas say Kenzo. Probably pull up in the Benzo and ride around with the big low. A1 free big dough. He got caught up in the jam and now he on the highway, it ain't no sand. Niggas running talking all this fuck shit like nigga, where the fuck you been? I got money, tell a friend, Nothing but them blue hundreds. I got bands. I be starting all the frontin' for the grand. Niggas talking, bitches stalking. I'm the man. Hey, fuck it up, I can't fuck it up. Hey, run it up, I can't run it up.
Yeah, man. My brother. It's my day, get out.